make a playoff push. If we make the playoffs, get in, I think anything can happen. I think teams, we got to be, our momentum has to be right at the right time. So if we can get that momentum going and make the playoffs, I think we can surprise a few people.
The Toronto Raptors certainly are a horse of a different color compared to last year. However, despite 7 off-season acquisitions, 2012 still looks to be as unpredictable a year as any in the franchise's history. With those new players, including 3 starters, cohesion and team chemistry will take time to develop, but the Raps' new starting 3 definitely bring a decent mix of skills to the floor. The biggest question mark for the Raptors is at small forward. Landry Fields starts in place of Linus Kleiza. His help defense and steady style of ball will benefit Toronto, but sadly, Landry has lost his ability to shoot. And with the range-deficient DeMar DeRozan at shooting guard, the Raps can't afford to have a small forward who can't hit the long ball. It took only 1 game for Jonas Valanciunas to snatch up the starting center job. Head coach Dwayne Casey was immediately attracted to his defensive mobility and relentless motor. But what shocked critics the most? His maturity and offensive patience. At just 20 years old, he is well aware of what he can contribute to this team.
I can bring energy. I like to play hard. I like to run the court. I like rebound, block shots, dunking. That's all my game.
Last but certainly not least, expected to be their best player at point guard, Kyle Lowry. His hustle and heart bring something to the Raptors that they desperately need. Not to mention a knack for taking and making clutch shots. His bulldog mentality is valuable in some ways, but could also lead to injury, and Toronto cannot afford to lose him. In his second year as head coach, Dwayne Casey had a full training camp and will have the full season to work with the Raptors this year. And work is exactly what he will do. Even with the new acquisitions, he feels his squad is nowhere close to where he wants or expects them to be.
Defensively, we're probably a C. Defensively, where we want to be. Offensively, probably a B to where we want to be. So, again, some growth and some work to put in on the defensive end, and that's what this league is about, is getting better.
While there is some optimism lurking around the Raptors this season, Toronto sports fans know all too well that having a healthy amount of talent means nothing if your talent is not healthy. If they can avoid being bit by the injury bug, the Raptors could compete with the Bucks, Hawks, and Bulls for a playoff spot. If not, one key injury could land them right back in the draft lottery. From Toronto, Jessica Ostrahan, CSM.